Welcome, this is Patrick from Trading123, and here we're going to show you a demo of how the Trading123 Autotrader works. These are your strategy settings, so basically these are all default. You leave those at that. Then here's your time settings, you leave that at default for trading the AM session, and then for the PM session you would check this box for afternoon. Or you could just change this from 8 a.m. to 1600, 4 o'clock. And then you're all set to trade for the day. Then you just enable the strategy at whatever time you're trading, and it's ready to go. You don't have to change the times all day long. Like if you're starting to trade at 10:30, you don't have to put 10:30 in. You just leave it at these defaults. So then we go down here and we got the number of contracts to trade. So here we're trading 3. So if you wanted to trade 5, you could put a 3 in here and make these both 1s. Or if you just wanted to trade 1, you leave these as 0. So a bunch of combinations you can do, no restrictions on the software, trade up to 4 contracts. And then when you're trading in sim, you should trade realistic goals. Like, I know a couple traders out there, they trade 20 and 50 contracts, but they got a $3,000 account. It doesn't really make much sense. So you got to trade realistically as to what you're going to be trading in your live account, what you'll be seeing, not fantasy. You got to learn, as I always say, you got to learn how to make $100 before you'll make 1,000. Most people want to start out making 1,000 without any experience and a little bank account. So you got to start small to grow big, and that's the way it's done. When I first got the Autotrader, I started out $100, $200 a day, boom, done. Did that for a year, build up my account, and then I upped my goals, 300 a day. Did that for 3-4 months. Then 500 a day after another year. So it does take time. And back to the settings, we go to profit targets. So this is what we're using on crude oil. 16 and 34. Basically, there's no magic number to the profit targets. Usually whatever the first number is, we times it by 2. And then the third contract is a runner if you want. So you put a 0 in there. If you wanted to say 50 ticks, you could put 50 in there. But the runner works better if you ask me. And with the wider range in crude, so we got the first one at 16. Next one, instead of 32, I added, timesing it by 2, I just added 2 because, it's moving out pretty nicely. And the ranges, so it can be hit. Then we go to stop loss due to volatility. Usually we use around a 16. I'm using a 22. And then the break even, I don't really use that. It tends to get in the way a lot. So I don't use it. The trail stop, yeah, we do use. There's settings in that in the manual. Usually on a trail stop, I would have whatever my first target is. I'll have it trigger, say the first target 16. So my trail stop would trigger after 18 ticks and then trail by probably 16 to 20 because of the wider volatility. And then you set your max gain goal and loss. So we're going for 800 and 500. And then you go over to your control panel and enable the strategy. And let's take a look at what the strategy did on this day. See if we hit our goal. And then one thing you got to make sure you do after you almost forgot, change all the settings, you just hit OK. And then the strategy is ready to roll. You hit enable and you're ready to go. Now if you come back tomorrow and want to trade the same setup, you would just enable the strategy. You don't have to mess with the settings at all. But if you wanted to trade your profit amount, say the market was a little tighter, you would just lower your profit amount and let it roll and let it do its thing and make all the decisions for you. So here's the results of the trade here on June 10th, 2022 of those settings we just showed you in crude oil. Okay, let's look at our results of the crude oil trade here that I showed you, the parameters and the demo. Basically, this is when we started it, 10:15. This vertical line prints on the chart, and AutoTrader got long here, 3 contracts. Went up, hit its first profit target, then our trail stop kicked in, got us out right near the top, then a trend change, it sells off. First target hit, 16 ticks, and the second and third. And we're out with a nice 842 gain. Here's the strategy performance. And this is real time, as you've seen. 842, we had one loss of $4.52 from that trail stop. 6 trades, all winners, or no, 83% winners. 3 longs, 3 shorts. Average trade 140, largest winner 285. Potential profit on a monthly basis for 30 days is 25,000. So that's the live trade on crude oil. This is Patrick from Trading123.net. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. For more information, go to our website and like us here on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Till next time, we'll see you in the next video.